to order the Tuesday, December 2nd, Parks and Recreation. For those that are online, there is not audio, or there is audio, but there will not be video on today's live stream. So for roll call, Commissioner Chair Joe Harris. Present. Commissioner Enrique.
Present.
Commissioner Emily Dreiling, present. Commissioner Michael Jimenez.
Here.
And Commissioner Richard Kula.
Here.
Our newest member. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, please stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next, moving on to item number 3, our participation forum. Don't see anybody.
I'll just do it.
It's really.
That's so cute. I didn't know.
Yes, there we go. I'll video. Surprising change of events here. The alt. We now have a video. So as we get started with number 3, community participation forum. I don't see anybody here today in the audience, but is there anything that's been submitted via email or anything that you want to share today?
There is not.
All right, so next, looking at number 4, our consent calendar. The following items are presented for the commission's approval without discussion as a single agenda item in order to expedite the meeting. Should a member of the Recreation and Parks Commission wish to discuss or disapprove an item, it must be dropped from the blanket motion of approval and considered as a separate item. Moving down to our regular business, I'll turn that over to you, Nico, for our future activities.
Yes. So starting off with drop-in volleyball and basketball. We attendance been regular. We've kind of unfortunately had been canceling a couple of drop-in basketball due to not be able to have somebody open the gym. But drop-in volleyball, we've had the help of Miles Mastani, who's graciously been opening the gym for us and helping us out. I'd also like to add that looks like I didn't put it on here, but I should have. On December 20th, we're holding a volleyball tournament, which is free to the public. Not exactly all ages, but there's not really an age. You could be playing against adults, so no kids basically. But teenagers are welcome. High schoolers, come on by. It is co-ed. There's a 2 female per team minimum. But like I said, it's a free cost. It's a single day tournament, bracket style. Win, go on, lose, go home. And we have a grand prize for the winners. Really just trying to encourage tournament play, sportsmanship, and having a good time. So that will be December 20th. First game is at 10 a.m. Please look at our Instagram page or Facebook page, Guadalupe Parks and Recreation, for the flyer. There's a phone number on there. You could text the phone number if you have a desire for a team. Or if you're an individual that doesn't have a team and would like to be placed on the team, please reach out and we'll have put you on a team. I think the phone number is 805-219-9606. I want to say. If not, please look in the our Instagram page for the flyer. But other than that, it's been going well, and we hope to get enough teams to actually put on this tournament, as all these tournaments depend on your participation, viewers. So please, we want to have put on this volleyball team or tournament.
And all skill levels welcome, right?
Yes, all skill levels. That's actually one question that I got from a team that registered. Just like, is it super competitive? No, it's not super competitive. We're not going to have college scouts out there. He's trying to make a USA team. Um, it's just fun. We're looking to encourage fun. Just get people together. It's no cost, people who have, all experience levels. If you're just getting into it, if you haven't been playing in years and you want to roll back into it, please, so we'd like to, have this ongoing, but again, it depends on participation. So I really encourage anybody and everybody to contact us, and, join us for the tournament. And so moving on to item B, badminton open gym. This week actually we haven't been having it because our instructor is sick. But honestly, the attendance for this has been pretty low. Granted, it's a difficult time because it's 10 a.m. in the morning. Most people are at work or at school. But it really was driven by having a community member approach me and saying, "Hey, I would like to bring this to the community and offer." And I was supportive of it, and so it was fun. Honestly, I've played a few games. It's Michael's been out there. It's it's different, like because I've never really played, and so just judging off of the birdie coming at you, it drops. Like it's like, oh, okay, you're expecting it to keep continuing, and then just drop straight on you. And so it takes a little while to get used to, but it's fun. So we're looking to continue that, but again, all these things depend on participation. So if anybody has any interest or a curiosity, come on by. It's open gym. It's a fun game.
No skill required.
No skill required.
It's like our endorsement. We will accept everyone.
Yeah.
Whether you choose to stay on the court, it's another thing.
Yeah, give it a shot though. It's an uncommon sport, especially in the area. So just get out of your comfort zone, think outside the box, and come on by. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 a.m. here at the City Hall auditorium. And so moving on to item C, we've actually had pickleball built in our courtyard out here at the City Hall for say about a year or two now, ish, about a year. And so we're looking to open it up for open court pickleball. Right now we're going to be offering it on every Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. I'm open to suggestions from the community if that time doesn't work so much. I was actually approached or I asked a community member. She had expressed interest in pickleball and seeing if we have any courts or classes, and I was like, oh, I'm actually looking to start one up. And so I'd asked her what's her availability, because she's the one that's going to be coming to it. She said Friday afternoons would work best. So if anybody has a better time, or would like, we're open to expanding the time frames to during different days during the week. Please let me know. But again, this all depends on participation. We have a full court. We have one court. We have a net, we have paddles, and we have pickballs all ready to go. So this Friday will be our first open court here at the City Hall outside in the courtyard. It's outdoor court from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Okay, so moving on to item D. We're still holding the mobile veterinary clinic through Santa Barbara Humane Society, and that's been going well. They've had a lot of success, a lot of people coming out utilizing their services. That's every Wednesday at Leroy Park. There's a low cost option. Just go on the Santa Barbara Humane Society website to do an appointment, and it's pretty much everything from there. Put in your information and let them know if you need some financial assistance. It's all there. But it's something great that they brought to our community. They have a size site off of Stoll over in Santa Maria. But they've been coming out here to Leroy Park doing some services, and it's been going well. And moving on to item E, we have next Friday is our December movie night. And that will be here at our city hall. Doors are at 6 p.m. Movie starts at 6:30 p.m. It's a holiday classic, y'all. Elf, you know. What more can you ask for? What do you want? You know, it's a free movie, so I hope people come join us. Uh, 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 Here next Friday at 6 p.m. We have a free bag of popcorn for everybody who attends. We have a great, I'd say full-size snack bar that every item on there is either $4 and under. So it's a really affordable snack bar, plenty of different variety of beverages and food options. So we hope you could come on by and check us out, you know. Okay, moving on to item F. The very next day, next Saturday, will be our holiday Christmas parade here in Guadalupe, going down Guadalupe Street or in downtown area. And coinciding with that, we are having a holiday market. I've asked a few local vendors, as well as if you're a vendor that would like to join us that evening, please contact my office, as we are still accepting vendors. But as far as what we have planned, we're going to have a bonfire pit out there. We'll have free s'mores for everybody who would like to make a s'more with us. We'll be selling hot chocolate for $1 a cup. We're going to be having the Kiwanis is going to, of course, going to do their giveaway at the end of the parade. We will have, let's see, a food truck out there as well. We're going to have a Christmas tree out there, be lit up and all decorated for you. And we'll also have, I invested in a snow machine. So it's fake snow. It's not the real ice stuff. But Guad's gonna see a little winter wonderland this year.
Nice.
So we hope you guys can come on by. Like I said, next Saturday, December 13th. Our market will start at 5 p.m. The parade officially starts at 6 p.m. We'll be out there. The market will be out there until 7:30 p.m. And yeah, come on by. Like I said, free s'mores, $1 for some cocoa. We have local vendors, food truck, and a little winter wonderland for y'all to enjoy.
Awesome. Well, we got a little bit of everything. It sounds like we have our sports, we have a tournament coming up, we have taking care of the pets, movie night, cheap snacks. Are we still doing it? If you stay the whole movie, you get there's a drawing at the end.
Yes, there. Thank you. After, if you stay for the whole movie, you'll be given a ticket at the beginning, and you'll be placed in a drawing for a $10 coupon. $10, you know.
2.5 snack items right there.
I mean, come on, if everything on there is $4 and under, $10 could go a little ways. And we're not chintzy about the nachos, let me tell y'all. Come on now. We got local chips from the local tortilleria here in town, which is delicious. I don't know if you guys have been there. And then we have, you know, the Dodger Dog Costco hot dog. It's not chintzy stuff. It's good quality stuff, y'all. All beef. These like foot long. It's like Dodger Dog, basically.
Nice. Guadalupe dog, Guad dogs.
Quad dogs.
Yes.
Actually, okay, I'm gonna have to change the menu now. Throw on the quad dog.
Nice. Well, we got a lot of stuff. You're doing an awesome job of planning. And, you know, if anyone is watching this, just know that we're always building stuff based on attendance. And so try to make it out. And if you can't make it out, tell somebody about it so they'll come out as well. There's a lot of things going on in our community. So it always, you know, makes me a little disappointed when I hear there's nothing to do here. There's literally something for virtually everybody. I mean, regardless of your age, you can come out and enjoy like a free snow experience. That's pretty cool. It's really awesome. You got that too. So excellent work. Excited to come out to some of the events. The next, I'll move on to number 6. Any of the commission comments, requests, or any commentary?
Just how did the Royal Theater cutting ceremony go? The ribbon cutting ceremony?
Yeah, it went well. I think it was well attended. It was cool. I feel personally, was it very exciting? I've lived here all my life, and to see it be getting restored, it's like cool. I'll be more excited when it's we're actually there, because we've been through plenty of these circumstances where it's like, especially being a Raider fan, I don't get too excited, okay, before the season. I wait to the end of the season. I have a guy, so I'm waiting for this season to end, and then I'll be see how excited I am. But it was well attended. And the excitement is there. It being a historical building, it will be restored to as much as possible, of course, be restored to its originality, which is very exciting, including the neon sign and everything in there. So it's exciting. I just hope that they do everything to right, which I know they will. But yeah, it was a good turnout.
What were your thoughts, Michael, as being someone that was there?
It was good. I mean, new to the area, I don't know the history in terms of, but I did find it interesting that was a Japanese owned business, right? And that was pretty
Mm-hmm.
find out. They were in turn, they had to give up some things, and that was one of them. I think that's part of the history.
Wow.
Mhm.
I mean, beautiful in that they're acknowledging that.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely.
And I think it's gonna be a great venue for things like, I go to comedy night here once in a while, and then fun to do here at theater and watch movies, plays, all, it's limitless what we could do with that facility.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
I think the
Yeah.
last movie I saw there, I think it was in the 90s, it was the Matrix.
Oh,
That was the last movie I
That's
saw there.
nuts.
Yeah, whenever that movie came out, that was, I mean, as earliest I went in the late 70s, I used to watch, Cantinflas and Resortes, saw la Mochila Azul, saw Santos contra la Llorona, saw all those movies, so it was a lot of memories.
nice.
No, I'm excited. It's about 2026, is that what I'm hearing?
I think 2027, about a year and a half
Not too
it'll
bad.
take. Yeah,
That's not too
no, yeah. And he's excited. There's a lot of community members that had so many experiences there. When we showed the Cantinflas here for our movie night, one of the community members said that, oh, I watched this at Royal Theater. That's actually where I met my husband.
Aw.
And so, it's a lot of, and it's really nice and a beautiful thing to be bringing this back into the community, and the new memories that will be held there. It's going to be cool. Yeah.
There was a pretty good news coverage on KSBY. They had it. I liked it because they focused on the history and kind of like telling the story of the original owner. They had some nice photos and stuff. And then there was a few, I think Senator Lamone and a few other people that had helped champion some support were being interviewed and stuff. It was like a 2-minute clip that was out there. So check it out if you want to get a little bit more of the history. They had some nice photos from back in the 70s. You might even be in those pictures. You don't know. But it was nice. It was nice to see it. Did you feel like at the ribbon cutting, Michael, it was mostly like local people from Guadalupe or people from outside the area? Nice.
I always like the people driving by, because if they don't know what's going on, they're like, and if you have a crowd larger than like 10 people, what's going on? People are like, oh, something big's happening in Guad right now. They see cameras, they're like, whoa, what's going on?
Big
Town
time.
Cheeseman.
Yeah, exactly. It's just about rubbernecking, just like, whoa, what's going on? This is so that's cool.
Still want to raise?
It's like roughly 3 million.
That's gone down. And it's up there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a capital campaign committee. People
There's
support that in.
if anybody like to, it's GCAC, and yeah, please contact the city administration or administrator, or Tom Brandenberry, who's heading that capital campaign. Mm-hmm. 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 Uh, uh, yeah, not anybody can get a key, you know. Really, I guess it kind of like falls under somebody that's trustworthy, you know, that
Joe's been around a while, so yeah.
right, yeah. So I mean, naturally, Joe could have a key, you know. He's the face of Guadalupe basketball. Um, but yeah, it would kind of be one of those things. I mean, because right now we're still looking for a building attendant. And so yeah, that person would be at any time we would after like outside of regular hours, we would have that person.
Las Mujeres groundbreaking, that's in January, is that true?
I haven't heard of official date, but it should be coming up sooner than later. Yeah.
What's it, Girls Club, they're not coming to these meetings to report or sending a report in anymore?
Um. y- Did you have an answer for that?
So, Josue is really good about coming if we remind him. So that's where it's
Well,
at. I
maybe.
think that's what was decided,
I
right?
don't know if you need a reminder, it always same day.
Well,
Yeah, it's true. I haven't reminded him the last few meetings, so I mean, a reminder is helpful. So I'll be sure to remind him the next one.
you've been pretty consistent on having, first Tuesday of the month, so
Mhm.
yeah. So before it was kind of hit and miss for a while, and then now it's been pretty consistent.
The last thing I have is being a proud member of the Guadalupe Beautification Committee. The gazebo, that's, right there. We're gonna put lights around it, at least that's the plan for the parade. But I was thinking that maybe it'd be a good opportunity for an organization that's needing to raise funds to do like photos there, get a Santa outfit and get there and $5 or whatever. I'm just, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Do we know any Santas around here?
Do you know any Santas?
In about 10 years.
Just throwing it
Yeah.
out there.
I was gonna say.
Santa Michael.
Yeah, there's skinny Santas.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just throwing it out there as an opportunity, but, if we're gonna put lights for you. Share them with Santa.
Yeah, if anybody out there's interested, please contact my office and um yeah, we could organize something. Yeah, I just kind of put together the site map for the parking lot and yeah, near the gazebo because I heard the beautification is going to clean up the gazebo and add some lights there. Uh-huh.
Restained.
Yeah, but no, there's a paint job probably behind maintenance too, but man, somebody tried to burn it.
Yeah?
Like a hole, not a hole, but indentation where.
Oh, wow.
Someone started taking off some of the, the other little spindles all.
Yeah,
over
yeah.
and took
Some of
off and then-
Oh, wow.
I mean, there's some things that. I think Airstone's working on that.
Mhm.
There's a group of us, we went out there and pressure washed the area where the flag is and the benches. So we cleaned that up, and, cleaned it up generally. But But yeah, I think that's just an opportunity for an organization to do some fundraising.
Mhm.
That's all I have.
Richard, as the new person here, anything you want to add or ask any questions on?
Oh, not at the moment, but I was just curious about the Jack O'Connor Park. Is any updates on the park? Is going to be renovated or?
There's a proposition prop 4 that's been I think it's open now that I've been in contact with our grants writer for the city. I'm really pushing to get that a large lump sum from that prop to renovate not only the football field but also the baseball diamond.
Yeah.
Both of them are in dire need of repairs. And that's such an essential part, especially for sports programs moving forward. If we don't have the proper facilities for kids or adults, we can't really run programs.
Yeah.
So that's definitely, but I mean, with such large fields, it's going to take a good amount of money. So fingers crossed that we'll be selected. We have a good chance for this prop 4. Yeah, I've been just working with the grants writer and hoping that sooner than later we could get an answer. But that's definitely, as far as like parks, JagaCon is a priority, for that reason, because there's just so many people utilize that park that, we need the facilities for a variety of sports programs.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mhm.
I'll send you all, because I think it was before the current grant writer, but because it's not Barbara you're working with, or is it Barbara?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll send you everything we submitted previously for that pot of money. The state of California ran out of, like, they had to pull it back to the general fund, so it became kind of a non-issue. But I'll send you all the narratives and the pictures and everything we did before, because it would be. That's actually kind of one of my questions was, I know when we met with Todd back in May, we wanted to start a little bit more of a consistent battle rhythm with the council and us, just to kind of talk priorities. But I know one of their recommendations was like trying to get the council as well as city administrator more like well-versed in why Jack O'Connell is so important to the recreation health in our community. So when these big grant opportunities come in, like the first thing out of their mouth is like, we need that field fixed. I know we've had the jail, we've had the theater, we've had some other stuff. I just feel like now is the time for sports to really get some love too. So maybe it's something we rethink in the new year as Todd's new replacement is coming in. Like, do we want to do a joint meeting with them to just articulate the importance of it? And so they know like why we care about it so much.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, that it's definitely a top priority. I can't stress that enough. And as you guys know, but as far as sports goes, that field is so important to a variety of sports, of soccer, football. There's always basketball players out there, and that basketball court is not it really. It's in disrepair.
Rough.
And then we have had baseball in the community for years.
Mhm.
But if we don't have the space that to actually hold it, then it's not really going to be possible. So yeah, that priority of getting the whole kind of park redone is huge, and really needed.
It's not really usable because we received some donated dirt that sounds like a good news story until you find out it had rocks in it. And so it's not really safe to, yeah, it would have to be graded. There is, it's just not playable. Do we want to call it that? You've been out there more than I have.
The other one's softball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
To the side, yeah, it's a baseball field that got started and never finished.
So there is something.
Something out there, no foundation, cement, a slab of cement,
Yeah,
some
definitely.
posts. And then they just ran out of money and hasn't gone further for a few years.
I don't know how popular baseball is, but I guess it
No.
would be. if you
It
had
could be.
It could be.
It used
could
to be.
Yeah,
It could
it has
be.
a rich history and growth.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Mm.
It's been a long,
Yes.
long while.
Ribbon cutting.
Yeah.
In its heyday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we need the facilities. Definitely.
And the state ran out of money.
Yeah.
Dang it, California.
Mhm.
But I think I'll send you all those so you could pick out stuff that you wanted. We got some really good aerial photos. I got some pictures out there to show the lighting at like different times of night to show, you know, ultimately how unsafe it is out there currently and stuff. I mean, it was kind of sad, but just I'll send all that to you guys so you can have it. But I mean, I think one of the biggest things, and I know this is like preaching to the choir, but recreation has the ability to touch the entire community. So seniors out there walking in a safe space on the track,
Yes.
kids, adults. And like, while a lot of the other things that we've done in the community have helped like certain pockets of people, I feel like why I care a lot about the, you know, park is like, it literally is every single community member could seek benefit from it. Like a parent with a child, a senior, a youth with sports, adults, like there's nobody that wouldn't have an opportunity to find some benefit from it. So I want to get it going again.
No, definitely.
It's our
There's-
2026 goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no facility, you know, near us that's kind of, you'd have to drive at least 15, 20 minutes outside the area to, you know, something comparable in size, I guess, and in use. But the facility is in desperate need of a repair because, you know, we can't really get the best of ourselves or any athlete if, you know, the equipment or facility we're using is just not it. So
Mhm.
The park's definitely a gem, you know. It's just to be polished.
definitely.
Exactly.
You know, I noticed that there's a lot of. I always think to myself, well, we're not investing in our kids, not to suggest that they're the ones who are doing it,
Mhm.
but we're not investing in our kids, you know?
Mhm.
Okay, now, okay,
Mhm,
Mhm. Mhm.
mhm. Definitely. And it's
Mhm.
kind of goes back to that old saying, you know, you look good, feel good. And so like same with the facilities you play on, you know, it's like, yeah, you could get around it, but when you have the proper facilities, you know, you're like, okay, you know, this is a real deal, you know, you kind of up your level of play.
Mhm.
So it's just really important to get those facilities where they should be, pretty much just standard across the board so we could feel like we're, you know, competing on the same level. It's really important.
Mhm.
Definitely. And
Definitely.
bring back, especially, you know, I can't wait for the day that Guadalupe Bulldogs plays in Guadalupe. You know, the home field is home field, you
Mhm.
know.
Mhm.
Definitely
That's
brings up numbers because, you know, people that don't even have kids would come out and watch.
yeah.
Mhm. Even people that are just in the community, oh,
Mhm.
hey, check out the game. You
Mhm.
know, like it's just, it's huge. And, you know, when I played here, we had hometown, you know, field advantage and it was huge. You know, it felt great. And also, even that you just drove down to the field rather than, oh, you have to drive wherever, you know, you know, you're not playing your hometown, you know, so little things like that, it makes a difference, you know.
Big difference.
Definitely. Well, I had just a couple other things. Just did a push. Last month there was the League of Women Voters that was here. They did a nice roundtable. I don't think it was advertised really as well as it could have been. Maybe I saw it on Councilmember Hernandez's Instagram page, but there was very limited community participation. I think there was like maybe 3 or 4 people. I mean, it was small, but it was such valuable information. Like all the departments did a really nice brochure or like PowerPoint presentation on things that they're working on and stuff. And then they had a question and answer portion, and obviously there wasn't a lot of people, so I was like, well, I'm gonna keep asking. So I asked a ton of questions, but one of the questions I asked was, you know, what is one thing that, and it was I think directed at Todd and possibly one other person, but like, what's something you really wish that the community knew about the city? And one of the things they really were talking about was how many projects are going on in the city at any point in time. And he rattled off like literally millions of dollars of stuff that's happening. And so if they recorded it, so if anyone's watching this and wants to play it back, it was actually pretty informative and had some good information. And if they do it again next year, I would recommend everybody, if you're interested in learning more, they're non-political in nature. Their goal is just really to educate people on, if I'm really happy about something happening in my city, how do I contact somebody? If I'm not happy of something happening in my district, how do I tell somebody? Like, and they cover the entire Santa Maria Valley, North County region. So it was for all the community members. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I don't know, you were there, Taylor, and if did you have anything that you thought? They had some good snacks too, but anything else?
No, just other than, like you said, it's a great place for resources. I feel like so many people are asking, what's going on, and these events happen and they lay it all out there for you. And are willing to answer any of your questions. So I really encourage the community to take advantage of these events happening, because like I said, it's just the perfect opportunity to get involved. And like you also mentioned, it's not really political at all. It's not, it's just very informative. What's going on, what kind of projects. There's like, honestly, about like $90 million worth of projects, because we got the 166 is about to be renovated in the upcoming years. The one is going to be renovated. That bridge is barely getting started. That we're going to get a whole new bridge there. Just a lot is going to come through. So, and there's construction on Guadalupe Street, which, if you took that street today, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, a lot is happening. So if you're interested in finding out what's going on, please show up to, there's multiple outlets that kind of I guess share the information. So please just keep your ear out, follow the pages of Guadalupe, council members or the Parks and Rec. And yeah, get involved.
And then just two last things. I saw that they're doing Wreaths Across America again at the cemetery. And so they're, I believe Al Nunez had shared it, but it's the Girl Scouts that's actually leading it. It's not city affiliated in any way, but it does provide a wreath to every veteran that's buried in Guadalupe on their headstone for the Christmas season. And they're still pretty short. I think they were trying to get 150 wreaths and they were only at about 50% of those actually being purchased. The cost was $17. They had different opportunities, but just a nice opportunity. I mean, to support veterans in a way that would allow it, regardless if they still have family in the area or not, but a nice wreath to be placed on their headstone. And the information, I believe if you contact the cemetery, they can give you more, and it's shared all over Facebook, multiple pages, but just a good opportunity if people are interested in supporting. I think the campaign was going another week or so, but $17 per wreath, and they were still needed quite a few more donors to step in and support, but very easy to do. You could pay online, any form of payment, and then Wreaths Across America sends you an email that gives you like the tax ID and stuff and a receipt if you'd like that as a tax write-off. So push on that. And then the last one, so we're actually going to be at the city council meeting. The Bulldogs cheerleading program is, I know Enrique's heard me talk about this a ton because I've been at so many meetings about us doing that we just went to the Central Coast Cheer Expo that happened earlier in November. And it was a really big, exciting event because this year they have all 12 chapters there. There's roughly 900 cheerleaders, which is as crazy as it sounds. Like my ears are kind of still ringing from it. Like it's just nuts. But every year they honor one program that wins like the overall grand championship for sportsmanship, the routines, just being able to be highlighted as like the top team winning the Spirit Award. I have this giant like 3-foot trophy now in my living room. Feels a little ridiculous, but it was really cool this year because 4 years ago when we first started the program, we like the treasurer, Lisa, who I met when I first started, she opened up the C train and we had like a dusty pom-pom and a half uniform. And so to go from that and no kids to having 60 kids, and to be recognized as a top program. And like what you were saying about like where you practice, like we're out there in the field ultimately, like out at Leroy practicing, going up against some schools that have really nice facilities, nice costuming, nice choreographers. I mean, some of the people have like professional experience. Like the one time I was in the Macy's Day Parade, is how they start the story. And I was like, totally out of my league. But, you know, to go from where we've started and then where we're at, it felt really good for the kids in the community. And then beyond the Spirit Award, which I thought was really cool, every year they award a top fans award, and the Bulldogs actually won that. So like our fans showed up, they had these super cool pendants they had that they were waving. They were like all decked out in their Bulldog gear. They were cheering so loud for not only like our kids, that any other chapter that started cheering, all you could hear was Bulldogs, because like our parents were just so into it. So I thought that was really nice that we got recognized not only for the cheerleaders, but that we also got recognized for our community members that like showed up and we're just so proud to be there. And so there was a photographer there. They took a ton of photos. A picture of me looks like I'm holding like an Academy Award, like Justin Bieber's playing in the background. I mean, it was ridiculous, but the kids were so proud that day. So just wanted to highlight, we will be at City Council receiving that proclamation. And then just wanted to highlight, great for the kids, but then also really good for our community members that showed up as well. And our president's here. So go Bulldogs. Oh yeah, definitely. I have it like everywhere with me lately.
Yeah.
And it has our
Heck
name
yeah.
engraved in it. So
Awesome.
it's
Yeah.
cool. So every year, whatever chapter wins, their name gets engraved in it. So like Guadalupe will always be like part of the legacy of that trophy that we got recognized. So it felt good. I mean, I know there's bigger things than winning trophies and stuff, but knowing how hard we had to kind of claw to get respect in a league that just has a lot of stuff going on, especially in the cheer world initially, like it felt really cool to
Definitely.
be holding my mirror ball trophy.
No, that's awesome. You guys should be proud of it. Congratulations.
And then we have All Stars coming up, and we're actually practicing here at City Hall on Saturday. So we have all 79 kids coming here to our auditorium, and we're going to have all the divisions. But the cool thing about it is that on all the marketing that we've sent out to the parents, I've been pushing our businesses here in Guadalupe. So like, hey, you're here for 2 hours. Parents aren't allowed in the gym, but you want to go to Guad Cafe and get some coffee and breakfast, or, you know, if you want lunch, here's El Tapatio, Guad Social Club. So trying to get people that don't normally come to our area to come and then like not just lock themselves in their car for 2 hours, like get out and do stuff. So I think it'll be a good opportunity for people that don't normally have a reason to come here to experience the community. So
Don't go to Santa Maria. Spend money here.
stay here. Yes. So thank you for giving us the opportunity to practice here too.
Definitely.
All right. Any other comments from anyone before we adjourn today? All right. Looks like 6:43. Is that right?
Motion to-
All right. Oh yeah. Motion to adjourn. Can
Aye.
I get a first?
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
All right. So we have a first and a second, and at 6:43, we will adjourn our meeting.